go get them again.
Welcome back to another unboxing first impression video on my channel. Today we are delving into the brand of Burberry, and this is Burberry Brit for Her, the EDP version of this fragrance. I always enjoy the Burberry Brit line. There's flankers of this one, Burberry Brit for Men here. I got my old bottle. This is a very old bottle. Early in my fragrance journey. I'm thinking probably I bought this in 2009, 2008, something like that. Early mark. There's a small dent into this fragrance, but a really powdery fragrance, but I don't know, it has its haters, but it also has its lovers. And this early Burberry line, for me, the early stuff, is a lot better than their stuff they have been releasing. So I'm really interested in seeing what the women's line is all about. And again, this is part of the Decant site. So this is not my personal collection. It wasn't in the purgatory. This is just something that I will be decanting for the website, which is nice to see. And we can do a video on it. I'm sure there's not going to be too many hits on this, but that's okay. But Brit and London were really the 1-2 punch for the Burberry line, which I think sold really, really well for them. And my early 2000s, those two were really the benchmark for Burberry. And I felt like they were going in a good place. But obviously, if you start looking at 2015 and more, yeesh, Burberry was kind of yikes. Going more into the Lacoste side of things and Tommy Hilfigers and that. So bargain binish, I guess. If you're new here, welcome to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark, and smash that like button. Really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, especially the women out there. I will hit out some women's fragrances, a lot of unisex, niche, indie, men's aisle, of course, designer. I'm all over the place, so really appreciate your feedback. I think I'm up to like 6 female subscribers now, so we're almost going to 10. Double digits is the goal this year. And anyway, let's take a look at the note breakdown on Burberry Brit and let's see what we got. So up top we have almond, lime, and pear. And what a top note, right? I could see it working, but I'm just like, okay. Pear, lime, and almond. Okay. In the mid, we have candied almond. Okay. Sugar and peony. Okay. And in the base, we got vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and mahogany. Ooh, that base is very sweet. Vanilla, tonka, and amber. Ooh, okay. Released back in 2003, so it has some years behind it. Many, many years. The nose, Nathalie Gracia Seto. An all-star perfumier, somebody that, of course, I know the resume fairly well. So Natalie's a pretty established nose in our game. Let's look at pricing first, and then we'll unbox this thing. This one retails for $130 USD for 100 ml, so a little cheaper than some of the newer releases and things that are hot right now. You're looking at almost in the US, you're looking at around 140, right up to 180, something like that for some of the newer releases and ones that sell well. At discounters, it's a whole different story. This can be found at a bargain bin. I've seen it as low as 30 bucks, obviously a smaller bottle, but you can get it for cheap. And you can get it as high as $80 at discounters. So this is one of those that do your research. The more you look into it, the more you're going to find it for a great price. So let's unbox this thing and let's see what this one is all about. And I believe these bottles, I know that this bottle has been changed by Burberry. And I probably would assume that this also has been changed. And this is probably the more modern version. I think the women's version, if I correct me if I'm wrong, had not black lines, but it was like... I think it was this, but it looked like this. These colors, black, white, and kind of red, but it was more white than anything. So let's delve into it. Let's spray this thing. And again, it's a return to product. So let's see what we get. It does have quite a big of a dent actually on this one. So let's delve into it. Uh-oh. Do we have a video, folks? Yeah, we do. She's struggling, and that's why it's a return product, and it came to me. So we're going to have a hard time spraying this thing, but I got it. Let's delve into it. Fruity. The pear's there. The lime's there as well. A little bit of a vanillic sweetness, and that floral touch, that peony. So you're getting a lot of the note breakdown all at once here. vanillic, floral, fruity, citrusy. Okay, let's try to put it on skin as much as I can here. Yeah, this is not budging much. This atomizer is defective, which is fine. It is spraying, but I have to do like 20 sprays to get the amount of 2-3 sprays. Ooh, okay, almond. Ooh, much more almond than on the strip. Okay. Okay, it's got some powdery aspects too. Okay. So it's powdery from the tonka bean. It is almond-like, and that could be from the tonka bean. Tonka bean they've listed almond at the top, at the mid, and tonka bean has almond, so that's 3-time almond. So I'm surprised that I didn't get it on here. Here was more pear, lime, floral concept, peony, and vanillic on my skin. Yeah, you get those concepts, but really the almond from the tonka is rushing through. There's a powdery aspect as well, but the lime and pear are there, but they're little glimmers here. Peony, of course, because of the powderiness and the way this is built, I could see these two working together, and it's nice to see that a pair can work together. I think, you know, the men's and the women's fragrance really work together well. Overall, just a solid everyday kind of fragrance. Casual wear scent, wearing it to the office. Clean, fresh, well balanced. It's turning more on my skin, so much more than this thing. On my skin, it's more of an almond vanillic thing that's kind of basic. If you love this and you haven't really delved into any other fragrances, but you're kind of looking at maybe moving up in regards to maybe looking at niche or high-end designers or looking for something maybe a little better, I would highly recommend, if you want to step up, go check out Guerlain's L'Art et la Matière. As a branding. They have this obviously based upon a lot of vanilla-based fragrances, tonka bean fragrances. So you're going to get that almond that you like in here. You're going to get some powderiness. You're going to get some sweetness out of these L'Art et la Matières, but there's like things like Cuir Beluga, to name one. Spiritueuse du Bleu Vanille, to name another. I'm not saying that they're the exact same of this. I'm just saying same family, and I think you would kind of like that line and gravitate towards those. Obviously much more expensive than this thing, but yeah, this is subtle, it's light, easy to wear, office, basic, well constructed. Like those early Burberrys, there's, you know, this is not a masterpiece in the men's aisle, and sometimes gets forgotten in my whole collection. But when I wear it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember like when Burberry actually made some solid scents, and this is one of those, and I could see this as being one of those as well. Just a solid overall scent that, you know, wear it daily. You can wear it, you know, dress it up, dress it down, wear it to the office. You don't have to really think about wearing it. It's fresh, it's well balanced, it's clean. Yeah, it's all those things. Almond's decent. The vanillic hue's decent. You know, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's really, yeah, I guess the word is decent, like really good. If you can get a bargain bin and you're just starting your collection, this would be one of those that you can just navigate the fragrance world. I think Burberry Brit for her EDP, yeah, an oldie, but I think not bad. Now that you're my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below, good, bad, and the ugly. Let us know what you think about this fragrance. You don't have to co-sign me. You can pan it all you want. You can give it all its flowers. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, it's just a solid designer release. It's not going to portray any fireworks in me that I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. But like, if you're looking for like a Swiss Army knife type of thing, depending on taste, this could very well do that for you. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.